Welcome, Geo friends. In just 5 seconds, here's your answer. Tantalite powers your technology, but tracking its true geological source is a global puzzle wrapped in politics, secrecy, and science. Today we're diving deep into the mineral that's quietly running your world. Tantalite. It's rare, it's valuable, and its story is anything but straightforward. Let's start with the basics. Tantalite is the primary source of tantalum, a heavy, corrosion-resistant metal that's essential in the tech industry. It's used in capacitors that regulate power flow in devices like smartphones, medical implants, EVs, and even military hardware. The mineral formula, Fe-Men-Ta-Nb-Duo-6. It often forms alongside columbite, creating what many know as Coltan, short for columbite tantalite. Physically, tantalite is dense and hard, with a glassy to submetallic luster. It ranges from reddish-brown to black depending on its iron and manganese content. But don't be fooled by its modest appearance. This mineral is a power player. Now here's where things get complicated. While tantalite is found in Australia, Brazil, Canada, and parts of Asia, over 60% of the world's tantalum in recent years has come from Central Africa, particularly the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda. But tracing its geological origin? Not so easy. Why? Because once tantalite ore is smuggled, mixed, or processed, the geochemical fingerprints can get lost. And that leads us into the heart of the mystery. Some of this tantalum is mined responsibly, but a significant portion comes from conflict zones, where artisanal mining funds armed groups. This has earned it the label of a conflict mineral. The ethical question of where your tantalum comes from remains difficult to answer. Despite efforts like the Dodd-Frank Act and global traceability programs, smugglers and middlemen can still move ore across borders, erasing its origin story. For geologists and supply chain watchdogs, this creates a major challenge. The journey of tantalum from mine to market is complex. Tracing its path is crucial for ensuring ethical sourcing. The value of tantalum isn't just in its market price but also in the assurance that it hasn't funded conflict or exploitation. Technology and stringent regulations aim to bring transparency, but the journey is far from straightforward. Advanced techniques like isotopic analysis, trace element profiling, and mineralogical fingerprinting are being developed to trace tantalum back to its true source rock. But the science is still catching up to the secrecy. Geology here meets geopolitics head-on. Now let's talk value. Tantalum isn't traded on major metal exchanges like gold or copper, but its market price ranges from $200 to over $400 per kilogram, depending on purity and global demand. With tech dependency rising, especially in AI, aerospace, and green energy, tantalum's strategic value is only growing. That makes tantalite one of the most critical and contentious minerals in the world. So where does tantalum really come from? Geologically, we know the deposits pegmatites, granites, and placer deposits rich in rare earth elements. But geopolitically, it's murkier. Tracking tantalum from mine to microchip is like following a shadow. It's the mineral that powers our progress, yet its full journey remains obscured by borders, politics, and the limits of science. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the tantalum mystery. If you found this compelling, hit that like button, subscribe for more geology stories, and let us know in the comments. What other minerals should we decode next? Until next time, stay curious, stay grounded.